Here we go.
Squeaky chair.
No, it's your fault, not mine.
Yep. We both have squeaky chairs.
Tumbletown. We're nuts for gold. Haha, get it? 'Cause
Gold is
they're
nuts.
robots. They're nuts.
They're nuts for gold, and gold is nuts.
And by the way, our protagonist just fell.
Yep.
He's rusty.
Don't worry, he only took some slight fall damage.
You know, he can just regain it by like, eating food,
Yeah.
doing whatever protagonists do. By the way, we're lukewarm. Welcome back.
Yep.
Welcome back. Welcome to Steam World Dig.
Welcome to SteamWorld Dig. Yes. SteamWorld Dig was made by Image and Form in 2012, originally on the 3DS, and got ports on various other consoles.
I love how you know this and I don't, and I'm the one recording it.
It's because I followed Image and Form for a while and was recommended heavily about SteamWorld Dig for the longest time. And I eventually got it on PC because of you, actually.
Yeah, because
You bought me SteamWorld Dig.
I first played it through 3DS, and I played it probably about I forget how long it took.
And the PC port is nothing outside of really a good port. It's a really good port.
Yeah.
Because not only they upscaled the graphics to fit a 1080p scale, and I think they updated the lighting engine a little bit.
The lighting engine is updated. I can see that. The items, like on the 3DS version, the items were pretty much your bottom screen, and you can manage it that way. The PC port,
Yep.
I haven't played much of it, but from what I can tell, the items are very manageable in the PC port.
Yeah.
But we're using
It's
family sharing, which makes a lot of sense for family of gaming. We're using family of sharing. That's pretty much what we
Family
are.
of sharing.
Family of.
Yeah.
God damn it! I did it again.
You're using my copy.
Yeah, I'm using his copy. And since I already bought the game through 3DS, I don't want to buy it again.
I don't know. I mean, I bought Borderlands twice. So I mean, people won't hate you if you buy a second copy of a game on another console. I mean, that's just second nature sometimes.
I might actually buy
awesome.
this because it's that good.
Yeah, it's only like what, $10?
It's fairly cheap for how good it is, but it's short.
It's a 5-hour game, but the game entices multiple playthroughs.
Yes. This is a very kind of Metroid-esque game. Where you're just
It's
mining.
a Metroidvania. Yeah, it's a randomly generated Metroidvania game.
I don't think it's randomly generated.
I mean, I think placement of ores I think is random. But
I do remember like that. Oh, damn it. Ugh. Fine.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a game. It's a Metroidvania where you create the layout of the world as you go.
Yeah, because
So it's not just
it's very malleable in that sense.
Yeah,
which can make like all playthroughs different. Like sometimes your tunnels can be long and you can need like a lot of lamps and a lot of ladders, and sometimes your stairwells could be very intricate where you don't need any of that.
Yeah, and other times you're probably going to build based off of what equipment and abilities you have on you, and it allows for a lot of open-ended gameplay for basically a player-unique experience.
Like right now,
I
wouldn't be able to access this ore because of how I built my stairwell or my tunnel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would have to go up here and actually interact with this enemy.
Yeah. However,
Or
later
he
down the
can do
line-
that, and I can just like go grab it and take damage because I'm
Yeah.
dumb.
Later down the line, later down the line, you'll be able to get, like items that will allow you to more freely, like plan things through. So if there's like an ore above at a point where you can't reach it, then you can like place down a ladder and be
Yeah,
able to.
that's where this
get to
entire
it.
mechanic cams from. God damn it, I can't speak today. that last session. This is after the most recent Paper Mario. Anyway, what's gonna happen here is we're gonna sell all our items, and we're gonna get money based on.
Yeah.
what we
So
collected.
basically, the game. If you didn't know how the game worked, you would pretty much automatically, like set it as like a Minecraft-ish kind of game, where the purpose is get equipment, dig down until you can get stuff that allows you to get better equipment.
But if you have like the more gamer aspect in mind, you would actually know that this is, hey, a Metroidvania kind of RPG.
Yeah, it's a progressive RPG, which for those I use the word progressive RPG a lot, especially with games that I've been playing recently. The term progressive RPG just means that the game has RPG elements that are entirely based off of based off the player dynamic, where expanding and making your character more efficient and powerful is based entirely off of what the player does and how they go about playing the game, which is something that a lot of games fail to do. A lot of games that I can think of fail to make the player dynamic more efficient than, like, say, getting random items and being able to augment your character with skills, or being absolutely player hostile and forcing them to do something that they didn't want to do, like Fable.
Yeah, Fable. Yeah, like fighting like rare bosses to get rare items that you can only can get like a strong weapon. In this game, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is just mine the correct ore, get enough money.
I'm pretty sure you can go through this entire game with starting equipment, but it would take a very, very long time.
I don't think you can actually do that because of how the game progresses.
Well, I mean, if you can go through the entire game without upgrading the equipment that you get. So, like, you can go through the entire game with just the sharp pickaxe, the starter drill. You can go through the entire game without having to upgrade it, but it just makes the gameplay slow to a crawl. So it's not really recommended, but you can do that if you want to.
In this playthrough, I'm just gonna go for like the best upgrades because that's how I usually do in my casual runs of this.
Yeah, which requires a lot of stuff. You can blur that. Don't worry, it's not obscuring any of the gameplay.
Yeah. Can I? Hold on. I'll cut this out. We'll be right back.
Yep.
Let's see, Shift Tab. Can I quickly? Oh no, that's the wrong button.
Click on View Friends list. Go to busy. Or offline, maybe. I don't know what to do in this situation. Yeah, offline will work.
And we're back. That was a small hiccup. It's been a while since I recorded Steam games.
Take the mouse off the screen.
Take the mouse off the screen. I dropped the mouse. Good thing I'm recording.
It said take the mouse off the screen, not off the desk.
Good thing I'm using a controller.
Yep.
Alright. Back to actual gameplay.
Back to mining.
Yeah, Minecraft.
Back to Steamcraft.
So, where are the creepers? I want my creepers.
Well, I mean, once you get digger deeper. No, once you dig deeper down, there are enemies that will explode. So there's that. Do you like how this? I do. This game is very user friendly as well.
Like controllers.
Yeah. And also, when you die, you just lose all of the items, but you can pick them back up as long as you can get it back to your death point. I don't think
the
it-
mini,
I
the
don't
mini
think-
map on
I
the
don't
right
think-
is very friendly in that sense because you can see where exactly you died.
Yeah, and it also shows the key points where you need to go, and also, very curiously, it tells you how many strikes of a various tool it will take to get past a specific like.
That's in the PC version, and does not say that in the 3DS version. Because I just now noticed it when you started talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never played the 3DS version. The PC version was my first time playing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have heard that the 3DS version is a really good version because of how good the 3D is.
Yeah, I can say that. It's pretty. Man. Me.
Yeah.
Let me actually go back up here because I think there's an upgrade we can buy.
Actually, there's one game that I thought about if it was ever on the 3DS. I always thought that maybe Terraria would be a good game for the 3DS.
Oh yeah. Well, a lot of games would be good as handhelds.
I mean, I don't think the like the way that you could mine things would translate well. I mean, unless you use the touchscreen, but that would destroy the entire purpose of getting Terraria on the 3DS for the 3D.
I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna pick up my mouse again. Remind me that it's on the floor after we're done.
Yeah, don't worry, got your back.
Okay. It's a good thing that like I have keyboard shortcut. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Keyboard shortcuts for my recordings.
I mean, you're sick, so your mind's not exactly working at 100%.
Nah, I'm just thinking like all the sick stuff, and then, well, I'm not really that sick in the sense of like puking and all that. It's just this weekend was kind of bad.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
there was like this bad stomach bug that was flying around, and I think I like caught a minor version of it.
Well, I mean, I heard that like the flu and everything was like spreading pretty badly over on the west side.
Yeah,
like not on the west side, but like on central. I mean,
yeah, we got pretty big stomach bug because I hear horror stories about it, and luckily, I think I just caught a minor version of it. I don't think I.
Yeah, I think you just caught like just a little bit of the bedrock bug.
Bedrock bug. Are we in the Flintstones age now?
Yeah, that's actually from the Flintstones Christmas Carol.
All right, here's our new power up.
I think this is the steam jump. No, speed boost. Steam jump is after this.
Alright, so do this. Yep, there we go. Gotta go faster.
Everyone.
Oh, wait a minute.
I think one of the most interesting things about this game is it also what's the word? It I guess recommends is a good way to put it. It recommends that players take their time through like special stages like this, and allows them to kind of be able to use their new abilities to get stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you return to old rooms that you've been to before with new power-ups, then you can go to then you can find special little areas with very rare ore. And that's actually that's a pretty good thing too for games. Pretty much what SteamWorld Dig is to me is like a really fresh take on what games could have done, like what games did in the 90s.
By the way, that area up there is gonna be taunting me for a while.
Yeah.
I think so, at least. Wait.
You can't get through that without a drill.
Yeah, I was thinking like, is there something important over there? But no. I think we can actually go interact with it right now.
Yeah, I think you can get there.
Let me try.
I think it gets you a uranium or something.
Well, I have an extra slot, so. Oh God! Damn it.
Oh, now it's time to show your platforming skills.
I showed those already in Enable Pixels.
After I showed how much I blow it at puzzles and Paper Mario. You get to show how much you blow it at platforming. It's a fair trade.
Oh, well, if that's... I don't think I can get to it.
Yeah, I don't think you can get to it. Actually, no, I think if you get, like, a running start and, like, do a 180 turn, then maybe.
No,
No,
I don't think I have
no.
ong room.
I think you need-
No,
I think-
I'm not
you
gonna
need,
chance it. I'll come back to it later, probably like an intro cut.
You might need the Steam jump.
We'll think about it.
Yeah. You come back here later, anyways.
It's not like this is a one-time thing. We're gonna be like in this area for a while.
Yeah. Pretty much there are 4 areas in the game, I think. Yeah, 4. 4 areas in the game, and the reason how you can tell that there are 4 different areas is that they change aesthetically, and I mean like a really neat-looking aesthetically too. Like I think the final area of the game is probably my favorite, just because of how much it changes what you originally like. When you see this first area, it's always like it's all dirt and everything, and you have like the free roam of everything. And when you get down to like the last part of the game, the sections of the areas are constantly they're constantly like forcing you to reroute yourself, because there's no possible way for you to get through there. So you have to like keep looking for new ways to get ahead.
And then the characters also talk about your new upgrades.
Yeah.
She just talked about our speed boots.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have anything for us? No, he's just talking about the boots.
I didn't realize until now Cranky's crotch.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, that's a broken leg. Whoops.
I don't know what you were thinking, but
I completely ruined
moving
myself.
on.
Next time I'll look warm. No. It's only been 20 minutes.
Well, about like 16.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty good at keeping time, but I'm not 100% accurate.
Here's one of the uses of the ladder.
Yeah. It allows you to...
I'm using a Logitech gamepad.
Yeah.
So my buttons are like the Xbox 360 buttons, but I have the joysticks and D-pad of the PS3.
Yeah. Which is really good, because the joysticks of the PS3 are amazing.
And the
Xbox
D-pad of the 360 was horrendous.
Yeah. I remember that I remember somebody had a scale of D-pads from Xbox 360 to Genesis, which is like a 1 to 10 scale, because apparently the Genesis is...
Please, you need sleep.
I actually slept today, which is the sad part.
Wait, you slept today?
Yeah.
Who are you and when have you done with replay?
That's the in-joke. I don't sleep. That's the joke.
That's a joke, 'cause
No.
you actually did.
The Genesis D-pad was apparently probably one of the best D-pads.
I've never played using a Genesis, so I wouldn't know.
Well, I mean, the Genesis D-pad was like this circuit. It was pretty much an Xbox 360 D-pad, but it actually had the 360. It actually had like a full-on like radial motion to it. Instead of like sticking to these 8 different directions, it had like a radial feel to it. So it was actually a really good controller. I mean, it's like the radial feel of the PS3 D-pad. You know, where you can, where your thumb can like easily roll around it. But it had like the same shape as like the Xbox 360 controller, where it was like the typical like 4 directions, and it allowed you to. But it had like the little like it was indented a little bit in the diagonals. If that helps.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the controller. It's just I've
Yeah.
never actually used it.
I remember it being fairly good for Sonic 2. That's the only game I ever played on the Sega Genesis. I'm sorry. I'd never owned a Sega Genesis. I just had a friend that did. And like 3 years later, I started playing Grand Theft Auto 3.
They're all racing. They're all the same.
They're all racing. It's just that one, you get guns and can kill people. And sometimes you can punch the air 6 times and get a tank.
Yay! It's like No More Heroes. Whenever I think of Grand Theft Auto, I always like somehow in the back of my mind think of No More Heroes.
It's because No More Heroes is like, I think in terms of like scaled violence, I think like scaled violence and vulgarity, I'm pretty sure No More Heroes beats out Grand Theft Auto like all day, every day.
Yeah.
It's like what's the one game I can, because like the only game I can think of where a weapon is like a sexual thing as well is Saints Row.
Dead Rising.
Where you get Dead Rising? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh right, because you get like a vibrator. Vibrator is one of the items you can pick up and hit zombies with.
Yeah.
No, but like in Saints Row, you get like a dildo bat or something. I think it's like a tentacle bat actually, but it's like, it was like, you think you obtain it from like a hentai thing or something? I don't know. Saints Row the Third, I've never played it. But you'd probably tell me.
Yeah. That's the sad part.
But it's like it's like in No More Heroes. It's like they don't even subtly hint that's what it's used for. It's like literally your energy bar is a dildo, and in order for you to charge your beam katana, you jerk it off. It's like,
oh God,
there's no subtlety to the sexuality of the game.
Nope.
The entire purpose of the No More Heroes games is kill people to get laid. Which is why it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The Suda51 is like a really good company. Just because of how ridiculous they are.
I accidentally just used the lamp right there when I didn't mean to.
Apparently Killer is Dead is pretty good too.
I haven't seen any of it, so I wouldn't know.
It's supposed to be like a successor to Killer 7 or something.
Here's what makes me sad and why I really want an actual job. My tutoring job gets me like $100 a month with munch. God damn it!
A munch, so you get $100 in food. That's not a bad trade-off, honestly.
Fuck. Okay.
I don't think that'll destroy the ladder if you hit up. Yeah.
Oh, I got it. But I saw on Craigslist a couple of deals that I am now
Well, I mean, you could
aching.
contact the guy and tell him that you're willing to pay for price, but you just have to wait a little bit to get the money.
Yeah, I'll see it.
People like that are usually very patient. What's this?
I'll see about it. But there were two items offered for sale. One was an Elgato couch guard. These are both by like two different dealers.
Mm-hmm.
For $100. Another one was a PS3. I don't think it came with any games. I'll have to look on that. But that's going for $175.
I'm sorry, I have hiccups right now.
Nah, it's fine. It's barely audible on my end.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I think I got rid of it.
Ooh.
By the way, everyone who's trying to figure out a way to get rid of your hiccups, just take a deep breath and hold it for like 5 seconds and then swallow. That's how I get rid of my hiccups.
I'm a weird person, so I do it differently.
Yeah, everybody has their hiccup remedies.
I like... Okay. Many people will think this is weird. Well, it's me, so anything I do is weird.
Well, I mean, we're talking on a Skype call like we're in the same room and we're playing a game together. That's
Yeah, but that's
not
normal.
weird. Well, that's normal for us. We're not even playing a game co-op. We're just watching one another play games.
Never mind.
When we meet up, that's a different story.
Yeah, when? Wait, we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen eventually. It's just that it's gonna be really hard because the only time that we can actually meet is conventions.
Mm-hmm. Which we can probably do.
I don't know. I'm always just, like my one big paranoia is that I always hate leaving the state because I absolutely hate airports.
After watching John's struggles.
No, it's not that. It's like every time. It's like every time I go through an airport, I always get stopped because I wear baggy jeans all the time, and like I have no way to tuck in like my pant legs into my shoes or anything. So every time I go through like the full body X-ray scanner, there's always the one security guard, and it's always like I always go into the scanner after my bag of equipment and electronics and wires goes through. So they're already paranoid about me to begin with, because it's like laptop, 3DS, phone, and then all the cables for all that. And then the last time I went through TSA, I had to go through the scanner, and I had Dark Souls 2 Black Armor Edition in it because I had just gotten it. So it was a steel case. So there was that too. So there was a giant there was probably like a glowing white box with a bunch of wires and shit in the scanner, probably on the monitor. So they're already paranoid about me. And then my baggy jeans at the bottom were like bunched up, because they had nowhere to go because I wasn't going in barefoot or anything. There was no way for them to flatten out. So I got searched. I got a full body search.
Top that, John.
I don't know. John's horror story was pretty bad too.
Oh yeah.
Because
He explained it all on Top Down, by the way.
he explained it on a stream. He explained it on the Twitch stream he had a couple days ago as well.
I forgot he had that. I'm gonna have to watch them.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. What he explained in the stream was when he had his bags checked from TSA, he had all of his consoles and stuff bubble wrapped for safety, and when he got his bags back, all the bubble wrap was put off to a side, and all of his stuff had scratches on it and shit.
Ooh.
Yeah. Which is the other problem if we ever do a meetup. Bringing consoles and everything is going to be a hassle. Because, that shit will happen.
Yeah. My stuff's been through hell and back, because, 3 siblings.
Yeah, of course.
So, I it can take a little weird.
I'm actually surprised my N64 still works after all these years.
I have like 5 or 6 N64s.
How many of them still work?
Probably about 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't checked them in a while.
Yeah. I still have my SNES that I had for 20 years. I've had my SNES for 20 years now. So I've had that for 20 years, and it still works like it did when I got it. I've had to change more controllers than I ever have had for that console, but god damn it, that thing still works like a tank.
When was the Red Wii released?
The Red Wii?
Yeah. That package with New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
I want to say 2011. Let me look.
Because I got that, and that thing's been holding me up. I also got the normal Wii, but that kind of... I got an early version, so because of that, it died due to a bug that I couldn't fix.
Oh yeah, there was an error at one point on Wii consoles that caused them to be bricked.
Yeah, and I got that, and it was...
well, I came up with the Wii Mini.
And it's no big deal.
Hold on, let me look. Red Wii.
And by the way, for those of you who are paying attention to the gameplay, I'm just doing a lot of grindy stuff to get down at the moment. That's pretty much what this starting stuff of SteamWorld Dig is. It gets really good because it gets a lot more fast paced with all the abilities.
Eventually
and
you have to deal
with
with more dangerous enemies and everything.
But for right now, it's just basic grunt work. Well, but you do get to see our progression because we're getting better items, we're getting better loot. The randomization is actually a bit more different because you can see rocks in more precarious situations, And we haven't talked about the rooms, but we'll have to get into that later.
Secure Access is suing Nintendo for the Wii U patent.
Next
Keep
time
in
on
mind-
Lukewarm.
Yeah, that's what I found out apparently.
Hmm.
Perfect. Get this. Secure Access has previously taken legal action against Nintendo over patents relating to its DS, DS Lite, DSi, 3DS, and 3DS XL systems.
We found a teleporter, everyone.
Yep.
This is my best friend now, and I just now realized it was down here. I had to run all the way up and back down.
Oh yeah.
And I was like
Teleporters
at
are
the same
godsend.
I was at the same level of it.
Yeah. So next time on Lukewarm.
Next time on Lukewarm.
It's probably gonna be cut anyways.
Teleportation! Woo! Woo!
Trying to figure out when the Red Wii came out.
I'm just
Legal
gonna keep doing this
issues,
all day.
interlinked electronics, blah blah.
Alright. Good night, everybody.